Jai Gurudev. Question. It has been mentioned in the literature of the Shaktipat system that the mantra, its governing god, and the Guru are all one and the same. What does this actually mean? Nowhere it has been elaborated. Kindly, therefore, explain it in detail. Answer. The entire visible world is nothing but the creation of Chit Shakti. Chaitanya is the state of Chit Shakti only and is responsible for the creation of the world of names and forms because of vibrations in it. These names and forms are like the waves in a sea which exist until they get merged back in the ocean. The objective identity of the world is therefore a momentary awareness of its presence, and as soon as Chit Shakti withdraws it, there is Shakti alone. Chaitanya appears before us in many forms and names: a river, mountain, sea, forest, cities, men, animals, birds, sun, moon, and stars are all only the reflections of it. They are what they seem to be only as long as they are objectively so identified, and are sure to disappear with the realization of the true nature of our existence. Mantra is not a mere combination of letters. Rama, for instance, is a combination of R, A, M. But this is in no way as identification of Chaitanya. If conscious being is dormant, the mantra is naturally a mere combination of letters. Hindu scriptures have therefore prescribed methods such as Anushtan, that is, periodic particular type of worship, and Purushcharan, that is, repetition of mantra for completing a fixed number in millions, so that the hidden power of mantra is felt and the dormant energy activated. Therefore, and thereafter, the mantra is no longer a word. It is then live and has a distinct conscious self. This second self takes over the rein from the aspirant and exercises its control on him for his onward spiritual progress. Spontaneous movements of the body and mind occur. Down throughout the ages, saints and rishis have been following the rigorous course of austerities for achieving this objective only. It is fortunate that the realized souls of the Shaktipat system have popularized a technique which is instantaneous in its approach and application. Shakti is also known by one of its names as Matrika Shakti. Matra in Sanskrit can be represented by letters. In other words, a matra is a sound. This sound is nothing but the vibrations of Shakti. In this way, the matrika represent the different aspects of the Shakti only. The manifestation of Shakti of a mantra is further substantiated by this theory. The mantra also represent a particular god. While enliving the Shakti of the mantra, This God is also identified and manifested by this power. All the objects of this world, whether mental or material, are worth attaining objectively by the materialization of their representative God. In ancient times, when there were no laboratories or modern sophisticated instruments, the seers were having direct communication with gods of war, weapons, medicines, and music. On being so invoked, the presiding deity of a particular subject would reveal the hidden knowledge. The concentration of awakened people was so intense that they would visualize well the movements of the farthest star, subtlest activities of human bodies, and deep currents of the cosmic songs. Even the herbs would appear in some form and would tell the aspirant how to use them. All this may appear to be strange, but the power of mantra is no uncertainty. I have discussed at length the theory of mantra to bring home the idea of Guru Tattva, the power of Guru. The material from the material form of the Guru is no Guru in fact. The physical form of the Guru no doubt remains illumined by the awakened spiritual power. His worldly attachments, passions, likings, and dislikings are all lost. The activated Shakti is directed for the betterment of the world. The Guru Shakti, which is no less than the divine power of God Himself, desires to bestow good among the disciples, whether by sight, touch, or the power of mantra, and bring this awakened Shakti in contact with the dormant power of the disciple. This is how the initiation of an aspirant takes place, the result of which is the activation after awakening of the sleeping Kundalini. It quickly changes the inner state of the aspirant. The accumulated effect of past deeds are gradually thinned out. The aspirant then experiences that Shakti which is active inwardly in him as omnipresent and all pervading. The entire cosmos becomes the body of such a person. In this stage, the cosmos and the aspirant begin to contribute for each other. Since the physical limits of such a person are extended to the cosmic level, all distances come into his reach. According to Shaiva Darshan, it is philosophically known as Shambhupaya. The realized soul at this level, except for creation, preservation, and destruction, can do anything on earth. When Newton discovered that this world is an accidental collection of atoms, he concluded somewhat correctly that the subtler particles were there and that the energy forms the basis of things. Shakti, as we have dealt at length with, is at the base of the visible world. It virtually governs the rising and the setting of the sun and the moon, the flow of water and winds, the shine in the lightning, the thunders of the clouds, etc. The human senses work because of it. The sense organs very much exist in dead person, but since Shakti has withdrawn, the functioning of the organs stops. Upanishads declare that the one fire or prana is all pervading. The one Shakti assumes the form of an elephant, a dog, a bird, or a human being, as the case may be. White as well as black are both the function of one Shakti. This Shakti is deep inside and all outside. All events originate from it. An aspirant must experience this Shakti working independently in him. Instead, he is fully dependent on it. He is absolutely wrong if he considers himself to be distinct from his Guru, mantra, or God. This is because of ignorance and illusion. Sufferings, sorrows, vices, effects of past actions all gather around a person and separate individuality is experienced. Once this individual consciousness is deeply rooted, it is very difficult to extinguish this unreal person and realize the real one. Psychologically, self consciousness in man does not perish quickly simply because the traditional mind cannot think of existence without continuing what he mentally is. Only the grace of Guru and long sadhan can save him from this illusion. Jai Gurudev.